In this video, I'm going to show you how to double your pop-up sign-up rate with irregular shaped pop-ups. This is a design tutorial. I'm going to show you how to build a pop-up in Figma that's irregular shaped and import that into Klaviyo. So, start to finish. But before we get into that, why is it important? And there's a few reasons, but the key thing is that most people on your website don't actually read pop-ups. They just see something load up and they close it immediately. And the reason for that is because most pop-ups are rectangular. It's super predictable. If you get a square come up, you just close it. You don't even read the offer. And customers are getting more and more savvy. So if you do something like that, where you just, they're looking at something and something gets in the way and they close it, that's what lowers your website conversion rate. So if you can actually successfully capture their attention, it's not going to have as much of an impact in your website conversion rate. And it's also going to be better at capturing emails. So there's 3 reasons why, and let's get into how actually to do this. So I'm going to load up Figma. So this is a pop-up for a brand, Sartoro. They sell suits, and this is a generic pop-up that they might have. It's got an offer, brand name, and a place for someone to put in their email and get $25 off. It's pretty standard. The thing is, it's rectangular. So if you want to capture someone's attention, having a different shape, like this, for example, might be a bit better at doing that. Now, this is the same thing. I'm not saying this is a particularly good pop-up. I'm not saying it looks nice, but it is different. When it loads, it's going to have a chance to load because it's the shape of a tie and people are on a suit website. So you could design a pop-up that looks like this, and this is just going to have more people inevitably read the offer and sign up because of it. So you can make something like this unique for your brand. I'm going to show you the only restriction that you have for making this, and that is that the element of the pop-up which contains the form and the button has to be rectangular. Everything else can be shaped however it wants. So above this, you can see this is a PNG, and it's a shape of, this is a PNG of a man. So behind him, over here, that's going to be the website, your website, and all of this is a PNG part as well as that. So only restriction is this has to be rectangular and full width of, not full width, but mostly like full width of the pop-up, but everything above and below can be the same. So, how do you actually export this into Klaviyo? First things first, you want to go here and create a slice, and then you want to slice the top half of the pop-up right above the form. So I'm going to do that for you right here. Basically just click there, drag there. That's slice 1. And then you do that for slice 2, but that's on the bottom underneath the button. So I'm going to do that. Bang. That's it. It's literally that simple. Zoom in, make sure it's perfectly aligned. And once you've done that, you can export this. So how do you export it? Let me pull this up here. You make sure the slice is inside the frame of the pop-up that you designed. And then export it in double or triple X, because sometimes it looks a bit blurry if you upload it to Klaviyo and it's only 1X. So PNG, 2 or 3X export, same for bottom of the pop-up. And then I'll show you in Klaviyo what to do. So in Klaviyo, you just want to go to sign up forms and click multi-step email and SMS pop-up. Select, I'm going to make this Hamilton irregular pop-up test. And we will choose this, and we are ready to go. And then, once you're here, you want to pick styles, no sized image, and you want to basically delete every element here that you don't want. So delete that, delete this. The only thing you want is the email button and this continue button. And what you're going to do is you're going to basically remove, one sec, basically remove the background of this entire thing. So I'm going to make this 0 for transparency. I'm going to remove drop shadows. And now this is all we have. So once you've done that, you can go to back, add blocks, and add an image on top. And once you're there, and then drag the image that you exported at 2x from Figma into upload an image. And that uploads. And you can see it's a bit small, but before we fix that, let me just upload the next one. So image, drag that underneath, and we will also drag the bottom of the pop-up in. So the reason this is so small is because the width is tiny. So I'm going to put it at about 500, and still doesn't look quite right. We're going to play with this until how do I make this smaller? One sec. Okay, so the way you align this and this box with the email is by going to styles, pop-up, and aligning width to the width of this image. So this is 450, make this 450. And then you play with the padding until it actually fits. So here, set all the paddings to 0. And now, if I click elsewhere, it should line up. Now, I'd actually put a padding on the left. Let's say, not 100, let's say 30, 30. And I'll make the background of this 100. So now there's actually, and maybe even put 10 and 10. And then for the button, I'm going to do the same thing. Just play with the settings until you get what you want. So for this, I'm going to change the color to, where's my Figma? One sec. So the color I had in my Figma for the button was this. So I'm just going to copy that, move that away, and then set the background color to that. And the background of the actual button, I'm going to make that white as well. So now you can see it's starting to align. And we do the same for this. Move the top padding, 0. And we will make this with 450. And there we go. We have this aligned and we have the top aligned as well. So now you've basically created a pop-up which is irregularly shaped. So for the next step, what you'd want to do is not have an SMS opt-in as the next step. You'd want to actually collect people's first name and birthday and any other first party information on the second slide. And then on the third slide, you can ask for an SMS for people to join. Now the reason we ask for SMS on the third is because on the second slide, people just, that's usually when they drop off. They're more likely to give you their first name and birthday and that stuff than their phone number. So that's going to be the last thing we ask. And if they don't give it to us, we can make another custom pop-up that only triggers to people we've already cookied with Klaviyo, that shows to them just to ask just for the SMS only. So that's why we do it that way. So in this video, you've learned how to make an irregularly shaped pop-up like this. You just publish this and it's going to help you get double signups. So hope you found that helpful. We have a free newsletter, which you can find in the description, theretentionnewsletter.com, if you found this helpful and want to receive more free tips. If you want to get an audit for your e-commerce setup, I'm happy to jump on a call with you. You can go onto our website, hamiltonemails.co, and book in a free audit with me over there. So chat soon. Bye.